There's a psychology trick so weird that when I first heard about it, I thought it was complete nonsense. But after trying it for just 30 days, self-improvement became so effortless that I actually had to check if I was still the same person. This trick is so counterintuitive that it goes against everything you've been told about building habits and changing your life. By the end of this, you'll know exactly what this trick is, why it works better than willpower or motivation, and how to use it to transform any area of your life starting today. If you've ever tried to improve yourself only to give up after a few days because it felt like pushing a boulder uphill, then this will change everything. I'm about to reveal a psychology trick that's so counterintuitive, it actually makes your brain work with you instead of against you. And the craziest part? It's based on how casinos and tech companies manipulate your behavior, except we're going to use it for good. 6 months ago, I was the person who would buy a gym membership in January and never use it past February. I had a stack of self-help books I never finished, and my phone was full of meditation apps that collected digital dust. Everything changed when I discovered this one weird psychological principle that completely flipped the script on how change actually works. Before I reveal this trick, let me blow your mind with something that explains why 92% of people fail at their goals. Your brain has a built-in sabotage system. It's called the threat detection system. And it treats any big change in your life like a saber-toothed tiger trying to eat you. Here's exactly what happens. You decide to transform your life. Maybe you want to start working out, eating healthy, or reading more. Your brain immediately panics and goes, wait. Change equals danger. This is different from our routine, which means it's potentially life-threatening. Shut this down immediately. So it floods you with resistance, procrastination, and that lovely little voice that says, maybe I'll start tomorrow. Or, you know what? I don't really need to change anyway. Most people think the solution is more discipline, more willpower, more motivation. So they try to muscle through the resistance. It's like trying to arm wrestle your own brain. And guess what? Your brain always wins because it controls literally everything. I used to think I was just weak-willed. Turns out I was just using the wrong approach. Psychologists discovered that this same threat detection system has a massive blind spot. And when you know how to exploit it, changing becomes almost automatic. It's like finding a secret backdoor into your own mind that bypasses all the security systems. Here's the psychology trick that changed everything for me. It's called implementation intentions, but I like to call it brain hacking 101. When I first explain this, your logical mind is going to think it's way too simple to work. That's exactly why it does work. Traditional goal setting sounds like this. I want to exercise more. Your brain hears that and immediately starts the resistance part of it. But implementation intentions work completely differently. Instead of vague goals, you create specific if-then statements that bypass your brain's resistance system entirely. So instead of saying I'm going to work out, you say, if it's 7 a.m. and I'm brushing my teeth, then I will immediately do 5 push-ups on the bathroom floor. Your brain doesn't see this as a big, scary change anymore. It sees it as a tiny, logical connection. It's like programming your autopilot instead of trying to manually control every single decision throughout the day. The trick is to make the action so ridiculously small that your logical brain goes, that's stupid, it won't make any difference. When you have that exact thought, that's when you know you've got it right. Your threat detection system ignores these tiny actions because they seem too insignificant to matter. It's like sneaking past a security guard by wearing an I'm supposed to be here t-shirt. Instead of, I'm going to meditate for 20 minutes every morning, I said, if I pour my morning coffee, then I take exactly 3 deep breaths. That's it, 3 breaths. Took maybe 15 seconds. This method works because it hijacks 4 different mental systems at once. First, it uses automaticity. When you create these if-then connections, you're building mental shortcuts. After a few weeks, Your brain stops using willpower and starts running these actions on autopilot. Second, it leverages implementation intentions. People who use this technique are 2 to 3 times more likely to achieve their goals because they pre-decide actions when their rational mind is in control. Third, it tricks your identity. Every time you do that tiny action, your brain starts updating its story about who you are. Fourth, it uses momentum stacking. Once you're already doing the tiny action, it's easier to do more. Let me show you how I use this in my own life. For exercise. If I finish brushing my teeth in the morning, then I immediately do 2 push-ups on the bathroom floor.
Oh, no!
Week 1, 2 push-ups. Week 2, sometimes 5.
What?
Month 2, a full mini workout. Month 3, a 20-minute routine that felt natural.
What do you think I'm doing?
For reading, if I sit down with my morning coffee, then I read exactly 1 page of a book. Month 1, 1 page. Month 4, reading entire chapters. I went from 2 books a year to 24 in 12 months. For mental health, if I get in my car after work, then I take 3 deep breaths before starting the engine. This reduced stress and eventually evolved into a 5-minute mindfulness practice. So how do you implement this? Step 1, pick your trigger, something you already do every day. Step 2, create your if-then statement. If trigger, then I immediately tiny action. Step 3, make it embarrassingly small. 1 push-up, 1 page, 3 breaths. Step 4, do it exactly as planned. No overachieving.
Stop.
Step 5, track it simply. Calendar checkmarks work fine. Step 6, trust the process. It will feel pointless at first. The magic happens around week 4. I know this psychology trick sounds almost too weird to work, but that's exactly why it works. It's so simple your brain doesn't know to resist it. You don't need more willpower or motivation. You just need to understand how your own psychology works and use it to your advantage. 3 months from now, you can still be struggling with the same habits. Or you can be someone who's figured out how to make improvement effortless by using this one weird trick. Work with your brain, not against it. And let psychology do the heavy lifting. If this video just blew your mind and you're ready to start hacking your own psychology, instead of fighting against it, do me a huge favor and smash that like button. It tells that this weird psychological stuff is actually helpful, and it helps more people discover these techniques. Subscribe if you want more content about outsmarting your brain instead of trying to overpower it with brute force. And definitely drop a comment with your if-then statement. I want to see exactly how you're going to use this trick. I read every single comment and I'll give you feedback on your implementation intention if you share it. Until then, remember, stop fighting your brain, start working with it, and let psychology do all the heavy lifting for you. I'll see you in the next video.